So let's speak about Shavuot. Which month does Shavuot fall in? Shavuot falls out in the month of Nisan, is the month of leaving Egypt. Iyar is the month of the Omer, right? Iyar is when we count 49 days to getting the Torah. And after Iyar comes Sivan, thank you, right? And Sivan is when we got the Torah. The month of Sivan is when we got the Torah. What that actually means that we got the Torah is for a different time. I don't want to spend so much class time on it. Did they get just the 10 Commandments? Did they get the whole Torah? Okay. Let me ask you a question. What do we know about Shavuot? What do we know about Shavuot? You do all the holidays at home. What do we know about Shavuot? We eat dairy food. Good. Cheesecake. That is the holiday of cheesecake. So you're right, meaning it's coming right off of not listening to music. That is the Omer. Right? We have Pesach over here, which is in Nisan. We have 49 days, which are the Omer. And we didn't speak about it here, but we have, what's that holiday called when we are able to listen to music again? Rhymes with Mag Ba'omer. Thank you. Lag Ba'omer. Lag Ba'omer is the numerical, Lag just means Lamed Gimel. What's the numerical value of Lamed Gimel? Thank you. Who said that? Speak up. 33, right? So on day 33 of the 49 days, that's when we have Lag Ba'omer, when we can start listening to music again. Okay? So you're saying we can listen to music, right? We don't listen to music. So 33, from Pesach, we count 33 days of no music. This is Lag Ba'omer, Lamed Gimel, right? Lag Ba'omer. And then we count, day 50 is Shavuot. Okay. Lag BaOmer, we have it for two reasons, right? Lag BaOmer is the day that Rabbi Akiva's students stopped dying, right? He had 24,000 students who were killed in a plague. That's the day that they stopped dying, which is why we're mourning. Men and women, but all of a sudden you see like men like growing out their beards and right. So we don't get haircuts, we don't go to listen to music, we don't have weddings. We're mourning during that time, and Lag BaOmer is the day they stopped dying, and it's also the day Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who is the author of, rhymes with Zohar. Thank you, right? Who is the author of the Zohar? He passed away on this day, and on his deathbed, he released the Zohar to the world. If you're wondering why, have any of you been in Jerusalem on Lag BaOmer? Yeah, you have? Okay, so it's basically the most unsafe holiday ever. There are just fires everywhere. There are fires everywhere. Don't wear your good clothing out if you do not want them to smell of smoke. So the reason we light the fires, I'm just detracting a little bit from, digressing from Pesach, is Lag BaOmer, which is beforehand. The reason we light the fires is because Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai released the Zohar, which is the first Kabbalistic work of the Torah, revealing the deepest secrets of the Torah, right? Kabbalah, not Madonna Kabbalah, actual Kabbalah. And so we light a fire showing just like his Kabbalah lit up the entire world on Lag BaOmer, so too we're lighting up the world, which is why they sing around the fire, Bar Yochai, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Okay, and then we get all the way to Shavuot. Hannah said, what do we know about Shavuot? We have cheesecake. What else do we know about Shavuot?
Learn all night.
Learn all night. Is that a halacha? No, it's a nice custom. It's a custom we learn all night. They say the reason women can also, once you have children, you do not. Stay up learning all night is because the morning when the Jewish nation was getting the Torah, they slept in. What does that mean? They slept in. Very deep idea. They thought they would reach higher spiritual heights when they were sleeping, to levels of prophecy and divine inspiration by sleeping in, but it was the wrong thing to do. So we say we are so excited to get the Torah, we stay up all night. So that's a nice custom, staying up all night. Is cheesecake halacha? It is a nice custom to have cheesecake. The reason for dairy is when holidays come, Jews get, I don't know if you've noticed, very into holidays, okay? Have you just experienced Sukkot in Jerusalem, okay? Have you gone to Geula? Yeah, okay, it's like sukkahs everywhere. When they've done kaparos before Yom Kippur, yes, like crazy, Jews do crazy things. You've seen kaparos around the head? Yeah, you've seen them? Okay, so they have chicken, I don't know, they had in Harnof, I don't know where you guys are. They had like chicken stands like everywhere, okay? So Jews get into the holidays. So comes Shavuot, and we have like cheesecake recipes and like cheese sticks, even though really you're not really supposed to have a dairy meal. It's a custom also to also have dairy. What is the reason we have dairy? It's a custom also.
They didn't learn the laws, when they learned the laws about the Shechita, they didn't know how and that kosher.
Yes, thank you, right? There's a few reasons. One of them is what Hannah said, which is before they got the Torah, they didn't know the laws of Shechita, how to slaughter animals. So they just had dairy. Another reason is because, so one is they didn't know how to do proper slaughter. Two is because before they got the Torah, which commandments did they have? Before Avram Avinu. Yeah, 7 Noahide laws. They had the Sheva Mitzvot B'nai Noach, right? Which nowadays non-Jews still have to keep, right? All they have to keep is the 7 mitzvahs of Noah. And one of the 7 Noahide laws are Ever Min HaChai, which means you cannot eat a limb from a live animal. Okay? Only with the Torah did they learn that milk was allowed again. So when they got the Torah, why do we have dairy? There are a few different reasons. One is because before they got the Torah, they didn't know how to do shechita, so it's symbolizing we're dairy. The other is saying, because once we got the Torah, we realized that you're allowed to have dairy, you're allowed to have milk. It's not considered Ever Min HaChai, a limb from a live animal. Another reason is because Moshe, the leader of the Jewish nation, was extracted from the Nile. He was taken, remember, he was born and they had to hide him in Egypt. We're familiar with this story? Right, Moses was born, they wanted to hide him, otherwise Paro was going to kill him. So they put him in the Nile. As destiny will have it, Paro's daughter is going down to the Nile. She sees this cute baby. Daddy, please, can I keep it? And she didn't, Moshe refused to nurse by a non-Jew, right? He only nursed by a Jewish woman, right? Paro's daughter tried feeding Moshe Rabbeinu, and Moshe refused as a baby to eat from her. Out came Miriam and said, oh, is this a baby? He's not eating from you? Maybe he's Jewish. Maybe I can get a Jewish woman. And he was nursed by Yocheved, his mother, by a Jewish woman. Okay? And one more reason is chalav, which means, what does chalav mean? Yeah, dairy, is the numerical value of, what's beis? And ches is 8, right? Equals 40, right? Chalav, dairy, the numerical value is 40, representing the 40 days Moshe Rabbeinu was on Mount Sinai. Okay? One more idea about dairy is white always represents chesed. Do you have Rebbetzin silver? I'm sure she's spoken to you about this, right? White always represents chesed and kindness and giving. And red always represents din, judgment. Have you seen men Friday night or Shabbos day when they fill up their wine glass with red wine, they take sometimes water and they put 3 drops of water in it, right? So the reason for that is because red represents din, judgment, harshness, and white represents chesed and giving. So they are diluting the din with chesed, so to speak, okay? So chesed, white, we're eating dairy on Shavuot, representing that God was showing his chesed to us by giving us the Torah.